Alright everybody, in this video I want to share with you guys how to create both unique and dark sounding guitar beats, all from scratch in FL Studio. I'm going to be sharing some serious sauce in this one, so make sure you stay to the end of the video to see it all. But besides that, I don't want to waste your guys' time, so let's just jump straight in. Alright, so we are now here in FL Studio 21. As you guys can see, the guitar we're going to be using is going to be this Nylon Sky Guitar Clean preset in Omnisphere. As I have already mentioned, it is currently my favorite guitar, so we're just going to be using this VST right here. The BPM is going to be 125, and we are also going to be working in the D sharp minor scale. Now, with all of this being said, we want to lay our guitar pattern down. In this case, since we're going more for a darker vibe, we're actually going to do something a little bit different. So what people would usually do is just put a normal like chord, something like this over here, maybe invert this one, and so on and so on. In this case, we're actually going to be doing something a little bit different. All we are going to do is just make a very easy, simple, and repetitive guitar pattern. So we're not going to really mess around with any chords. We're just going to do some small notes here and there. All right, so since we have this chord already, we're just going to invert this middle note, and we're also going to add one more note below this one. Now that we have these four notes over here, we just want to shorten some of them and also string them out a little bit so they are separated from each other. This means that we're just going to move these two spaces to the right, the same with these two, and the same with this last one over here. And now we can also just add one note maybe over here, just extend this all the way and try to just repeat this over again. Alright, so this is kind of going to be a little bit of a trust the process type of sample, but just very quickly, let's delete these two and do some few changes on this last part. So we can kind of just shorten this over here and maybe add two more notes just so it has a smoother transition to it. Yeah, that's way better. Let's copy that over, push it up by 5. This is going to sound hard once we add some effects to it for sure. Alright, so to really get that dark and gritty vibe we're looking for, we have to add a lot of unique and different effects to it. So for the effects, I'm just going to start off with a halftime right here. Pretty much all standard settings except for the mix is about 32%. This is because we both want a little bit of that low end from the halftime, and we also want to keep a little bit of that resemblance from our main pattern. Then obviously some roam just for a little bit of ambience, so about 16% on this one. And now comes the serious sauce. So we're going to add this Blaze preset in Portal from my Mirage multi-kit, and you're going to hear that this is going to give a both unique and dark vibe to the guitar. This is the guitar with the 3 effects. As you can hear, we don't really want that natural sound. We want a more unique and gritty type of sound to it. Lastly, we're just going to add this effect bricks using the reverse section over here. Just a little bit of chorus tune 6 to add a subtle chorus to the guitar. And lastly, just the EQ to really shapen out the frequencies. Alright, now we have the main section for our guitar, but the next thing we need to do is add some layers to this. So in this case, I'm actually just going to clone the same exact Omnisphere we have from the guitar, but this time I'm actually going to go over to the Unclean Machine extension instead of the Nylon Sky one. And let's actually just go with a random preset and see what sounds good. Alright, so I decided to go with this Hazy Days pad over here, and all we did with the pattern was actually copy the same exact pattern from our guitar, but this time we just pitched it up by 2 octaves up instead of having it at the same guitar pattern down here. So you can hear it adds that depth to it as well. Alright, those 2 elements are pretty much going to be the foundation of our sample. Now we kind of just want to add a counter melody, a few accents, maybe a bass, and also a texture just to finish the whole thing off. So just open up this preset in Arcade and I'll try to find a nice sounding phrase. Yeah, this is fire. Yeah, this can work as a counter melody for sure. Right, so to add some more low end, let's go in and add a bass. Okay, so we have this bass as well. Kind of just for these sections without the 808. Let's actually go in and pitch down the whole sample. Ooh. And now we have that dark guitar vibe. Let's go. This is hard. Alright, now that we have the sample finished, let's quickly add some drums. As for all the drum sounds I'm using, they are of course coming from my Mirage multi-kit. By the way, thank you guys so much for the support in the new kit. If you guys like the drum sounds you hear in this video, you can of course check out the kit by going on my website. It is BBMarko.com, or you guys can just click the first link down below. Start off with the claps. velocity up as well. Next, we're just gonna add some hi-hats. Let's actually try to leave some space in between the hi-hats for this one. Yeah, this is a little bit fire for sure. So what I think about this one is that we can have this hi-hat pattern as our base, and then we can actually pick another hi-hat sound and use it for the rolls. It's so refreshing using these new sounds as well. The Mirage Multikit is going crazy. Okay, let's use this. Such a unique sound to it for sure. Yeah, we're just adding some more bounce, a few crooks and snares. Alright, now I think it's time we add a kick in the 808. Alright, so this right here is our root notes from our guitar. Then remember we pitched down the whole sample by 2 semitones, so we also need to pitch these down by 2. And then we're just gonna try to create a cool and bouncy 808 pattern. Alright, so we have this. At the end as well. This is fire. Alright, now let me quickly just arrange the whole thing, and then I'll show you guys the final beat. Alright, so here we have the final thing. Violin, bass, guitar in the intro.
Shut up, Marko.
Drops right into the hook. We have the counter melody, as well as the hard drums. Cool in transition to back to the violin. Second part of the hook right here. Then we come to the verse. It has a super smooth transition. Here we have the bass and the kick. No 808. Such a cool switch up. Back to the second part of the verse. That's hard. Then we have a bridge. Added a little bit of a love filter out the whole melody. Builds back up to the hook.